the carry with Steve Stone and Tom Brenneman. Well, Timmons really making a bid to win that left field job.
Ozzie Timmons 3 for 3 today, and with the pitches piling up on Kevin Foster, he's left the ball game. Mike Perez coming in, and Foster gave up only 1 earned run, Harry, and it's a tie game.
Well, he pitched perfectly the last 2 innings. I'm kind of surprised he's going out, but as you say, he's made a number of pitches.
Well, he was knocking at the door at the 120 pitch mark, so Mike Perez, who has struggled of late, now has to come in and hold down the Giants.
All righty. Mike Perez, who's 0-4 for the year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two strikes and a ball. We're in the top of the 7th. The Cubs have out-hit him 8 hits to 5. Strike call. And Darren Lewis, the leadoff man, is called out on strikes. Nice beginning for Perez.
Take a look at a fastball that looked to be just a touch outside. Dana DeMuth said it was good enough, and Jose Bautista starting to loosen up in the pen. Kevin Foster should feel happy. A day without his best stuff, but he held the Giants at bay.
And but for an error, he'd have been leading. I like the way he was going. He retired the last 7 men he faced. The side in the 5th and 6th. Now the pitch. He looked like he was behind a lot of hitters in the early innings, but settled down. 0-2 the count. Had a good cut. Mike Benjamin, 2 out of 3 in this game. 4 out of 5 last night. And before they got in town, the last game, he had 4 out of 4. There's another hit. He's 3 hits in a row today. Boy, oh boy. He is really on the binge. He was hitting .355 going in. Probably over 500 now. 1 out, 1 on, and here's Barry Bonds. And look out. Here comes Riggleman.
He decided not to have the left-handers up with Bonds doing the inning. He's put Mike Perez in some close games, and Perez has not been getting the outs of late. So he's having a discussion on how he wants to work Bonds, who's probably at his most dangerous with the game on the line. And normally you pick out 1 man in the lineup you will not allow to beat you. And in this situation it's Bonds, but you have very little choice but to pitch to him with a man at first base in a tie game late.
That's a good point you make, and it's so true about Bonds. Is the kind of a guy in the clutch will kill you. Swings, fouls it out of play. 1 strike and nothing. 1 on, 1 out. Game tied up. 3-3. Hey, I see Eddie Murray had a couple of hits last night. He's only 13 hits from his 3,000 coveted 3,000 mark.
There's a Hall of Famer in waiting, one of the great switch hitters of all time.
1 strike and nothing. Strike 2 over the outside corner.
Bonds shaking his head, looking back at Dana DeMuth. He was called out on strikes in the first inning.
Watch out here. 0-2 the count. Low and outside. Pratt whirled around to throw.
Mark Grace is behind Benjamin and then moves further behind him with a pitch. Once again in position, Barry Bonds hits the ball awfully hard. And you see Walker loosening up.
Pitch outside now. Bonds getting a look at his feet in the batter's box, aren't he? He's really close to that plate. You'd think they could jam him, but they don't dare throw it in there.
Well, the National League pitchers try, but if they miss, then you come into Bonds' wheelhouse.
There's a ground ball, base hit into right field, and runners are on first and second.
Benjamin had to hold up trying to not get hit by that one, so he didn't make it to third base. And as he has done so many times, Barry Bonds comes through. And you see right there Benjamin having to slow down, and that stops him at second.
Perez has had a lot of trouble. He's 0-4, but a fair run average of 3.22. In 22 innings, he's allowed 21 hits going in. 1 strike and nothing. Runners at first and third. Glenn Allen Hill, who hit that tremendous home run last night. Curveball outside. A ball and the strike. Ace is wild again. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2, a beauty. Caught the outside corner. Now Hill hits the ball well to right field also. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perez in the jam. Sweeping curve outside. Beautiful afternoon. Boy, all the sailboats are out, I'm sure. I just wanted to find out if Arnie was listening. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, the center field bleachers are jam-packed. The pitch. Ooh, ball 3.
Well, you might get a chance to strike him out and throw him out. So you have to keep a close eye at second, make sure that Benjamin doesn't take liberties. And an opportunity to perhaps get out of the inning. Glenn Allen Hill has fanned 42 times this year.
He's only hitting the 3 double plays. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The runners hold. The pitch swung on. High pop foul. Pratt coming over near the stand. Did he make the catch?
No.
No. It hit the screen.
Break for the Giants. Todd Pratt almost able to catch this one, but it just gets between his glove and the screen, and he misses it.
Well, I hope Perez makes a good pitch here. This guy, we know what kind of power he has. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive, center field, going over Brian McRae. That ball was hit like a bullet, and McRae ran to his left to make the catch. 2 gone.
Good anticipation by McRae. He was set up perfectly for Glenn Allen Hill. Hill thought he had a double on this slider away, but Brian McRae right there gets a good break on the ball and puts it away easily.
And so runners are at first and second, but now there are 2 out. Here is Mark Carrion. He walked, oh no, he was safe on an error. Flat out, popped out. Left-hand thrower, right-hand hitter. Pitch swung on and missed. Mark Carrion. He'd been with various clubs.
Probably had his most success as a pinch hitter with the New York Mets.
He swings, fouls it on the play. He's with the Mets about 5 years. That was with Detroit. This is third year with the Giants. Ground ball foul. Perez. You know, a funny thing. When Bonds singles, you feel good. You feel like you won the battle. A little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Deuces a while now. 2, 2, and 2. He half swung and fouled the ball. Perez tried to jam him with a fastball. Three tie. Ball low and outside. And Royce Clayton will be next. There go the runners. Pitch fouled off. Carry on, 31-year-old outfielder. Born in Chicago. The pitch. Again, he fouls it off. 2 out. Naturally, the runners are moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th. A long but exciting ball game. The pitch. Struck him out. Carry on. Call out on strike. No runs, 2 hits. 2 left. We go on the bottom of the 7th. And the ball game's tied up. Giants 3, Cubs 3.
Through by Builder Square.
All right. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out in the ball.
I'm Greg. I'm 68 years old. I do motivational speaking in addition to the substitute teaching. I honestly feel that that's my calling, to give back to younger people. I think most adults will start realizing that they don't recall things as quickly as they used to, or they don't remember things as vividly as they once did. I've been taking Prevagen for about 3 years now. People say to me periodically, man, you got a memory like an elephant. It's really, really helped me tremendously.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
I'm Mike Zen, CEO of the University of Illinois Hospital and Clinics. To our doctors, nurses, and entire staff at UI Health, thank you. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, your guidance and courage have been an inspiration. Our deepest gratitude is for your commitment to our patients. Your brave, selfless care exemplifies what makes us great. And Chicago, we are here for you. We will get through this together.
At Domino's, we pride ourselves on handcrafted pizza. But after leaving our 450-degree ovens, the only hands that touch them are yours. Mix and match any 2 or more for just $5.99 each and get them with contactless delivery from Domino's.
If only there was a place nearby you could get one of these. Or these. Good thing they're sold literally everywhere business is done. I'm pretty sure you could buy them at a bank. Not sorry, Reese's.
Home is more important than ever. At Overstock, we're committed to delivering on all your home needs. Starting now, everything ships for free. Big or small, Overstock, where quality costs less and everything ships free.
When allergies attack, the excitement fades. Allegra helps you say yes with the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief. For 24-hour relief from your indoor and outdoor allergies, say yes to life's possibilities. Allegra, live your life, not your allergies.
Oh, I can't believe that. Steve Stone is my father.
Must be another Steve Stone.
That guy looks older than you do.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go.
Jose Bautista coming in the game. J.R. Phillips is at first. He'll hit in the 9th spot. Bautista in the vacated spot with Carrion leaving the game. And Bautista, high ERA of 5.81. A 1-3 record on for the 19th time. And he has given up 8 home runs in 31 innings.
Batista will go into Carrion's spot in the batting order. Carrion has left the game. He's been replaced by J.R. Phillips, which enables them to change their lineup. Phillips will be the 4th hitter due up, batting in the pitcher spot.
Scott
Pratt
and Scott Bullitt in the on-deck circle. He'll come on to pinch hit. So Anthony Young will come into the ball game.
He was in there last night. Now the pitch. Look out inside. Final game of the series tomorrow. 1:20 game time. 1 o'clock leadoff man. Swung and he struck him out. And tomorrow's pitchers, Leiter for the Giants, Castillo for the Cubs.
Bullitt hitting .222 overall, 1 for 4 as a pinch hitter. For the game, he was getting in some bunting practice. Not a bad idea here, as he tries to get on any way he can.
There's Scott Bullitt. Good idea. 1 strike and no balls, 1 out, nobody on. The Cubs have made 8 hits today. That's unusual. They've been stopped at 6 most of the week. The Giants have 7 hits. The game tied up at 3. A bouncy ball up the middle. Tough play for Robbie Thompson. He beats it out. Scott Bullitt. Batting from Perez. Beats out a slow roller.
This is what speed can do for you. This is a fine play by Thompson. He gets it across, but not in time. And Paul Runge says he tied the throw. The tie goes to the runner. Good effort by Thompson. We'll slow it down for you. Almost simultaneously. From a different angle, he's still safe at first.
1 out, 1 on. I don't see Abraham there today, Arnie. He's probably busy. 1 out, nobody on. 1 man on. Swung on, ground ball. The only play will be to first base. And that will bring up Sanchez with a chance to drive in the lead run. Sanchez has had 2 singles, 2 out of 3. Well, I wonder if Ben Stein is watching the ball game from his hospital room at Thoric Hospital. Quick recovery, Ben. He's probably sitting on the roof there watching the game. 2 out, 1 on. Sanchez trying to put the Cubs ahead.
Despite the fact that Ray's been pulling most everything, Barry Bonds is still well off the line and very shallow in left field. There's a lot of room down that left field line. See how much room there is.
There's a pitch. He swung weakly at that one. You know, this is the anniversary here. On June 14 last season, Ryan Sandberg announced his retirement the day before that on the 13th. And on June 14th, Sanchez officially took over as a Cubs starting second baseman. And he's done very well. In 1 full year at second base, Sanchez has batted .301, and he has committed only 7 errors. He's still looking for his first home run. His last home run was 836 times at bat ago. Ground ball, that ought to be easy. There's a throw in time. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 7, still tied at 3. Barry Carey and Steve Stone as we go into the 8th, and Royce Clayton will lead it off.
And he'll face Mike Walker, who's 1-1, 1.99 ERA, on for the 20th time.
Low ball 2. 3-3. We're in the 8th, getting late. Clayton drove in a run in the first inning. As the bouncing ball is short, Dunston throws him out. Clayton rolls to Sean Dunston. And here's Robbie Thompson. 1 out, nobody on. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Grace, Sosa, and Dunston coming up. So got to hold him here. Robbie Thompson. He's 0 for 2. He's hit 2 homers. He's been plagued by injuries the last couple of years. Tap right back to Walker. He has it, throws him out. Kirk Manwaring coming up. 2 out, nobody on. Jim Bullinger pitched a rehabilitation game for Orlando in Carolina. In 4 innings, he allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 50 pitches, and apparently they're very happy as to how he looked and how he felt afterwards. 2 out, nobody on. Milwaukee beat Texas 4-2. Kansas City leading at Seattle 2-0. Seattle batting in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls and a strike, 2 out. J.R. Phillips will be next. Bouncing foul, 2-2. Manwaring is 0 for 3. Two balls, 2 strikes. Little inside, ball 3. Now Phillips has been in a slump this year, but a dangerous hitter. with 4 strike 3 call. Man Waring called out on strike. 1, 2, 3. We go in the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs are tied 3-3.
And Doug.
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual! We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Live tennis is back as professional action returns to the U.S. It's the 2020 Reopen on Tennis Channel, featuring the UTR Pro Match Series. Watch as the men clash on the courts for the first time in months, including the world number 8 and several American fan favorites. It's an exciting 3-day round-robin event in West Palm Beach, Florida. Live coverage Friday, May 8th through the 10th, daily at noon Eastern.
Outside, ball 3. Mark Grace doubled in the first, his 20th double of the year. He leads the league in that department. Ground ball to Phillips. He's got it over to first. Easy out.
This was the inning that the Cubs would like to make it happen. As they go right through the middle of their order, then it's down to the bottom. And you're getting to the point where you're coming close to the top of the Giants order.
To better than 20,000. Here's Sammy Sosa, takes a strike. Batista pitching against his old teammates. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One out. A little bit inside. Sean Dunston will be next. 8 homers have been hit off Batista this year. There's a drive, but it's foul.
Randy Myers is getting loosened up in case the Cubs do push a run across.
Boy, 41 hits, 8 of which are homers off of Bautista in 31 innings pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sosa digging in. Struck him out. A slider caught the outside corner. Here's Dunston. The only game the Cubs have won on this homestand was a game that were held to 3 hits. But one of them was a 3-run homer by Dunston, which won the ball game 3-0. That was over the Rocky. Shorten up to bunt. Took a strike call.
Bautista is threading the needle on the outside corner. Cubs have not been able to bunt successfully against Benjamin at third base in the 2 games.
Now ready? I got a foul ball here, but it's over my head. Come on out from under the counter, Steve. I'll protect you.
I already caught my quota of 1 foul ball per year in Atlanta.
And my grandson has it proudly on the shelf, too. 2 strikes and nothing. There's a drive. Way back, way back, way back against the wall. Dunson's going to wind up at third base. He's around second, and he makes it easily. Boy, Dunson hit the heck out of that ball. It bounced against the center field wall.
3rd triple of the year for Sean Dunston. And he crushes this one over the head of Darren Lewis. And then Sean is off to the races. So nothing wrong with his legs as he goes into third easily. Sean turning it on. And he represents the go-ahead run with Ozzie Timmons, who's had quite a day coming up.
Ozzie Timmons, 3 out of 3, and a great catch defensively. 2 out. The outfield is shade towards left. Timmons, who tied up the ball game with a 2-run homer in the 4th. Jim Riggleman, Dusty Baker from opposite sides. 1 ball, no strikes.
Bautista uses a lot of split fingers, and many of those wind up in the dirt, so a lot of pressure on Manwaring.
He held up, did he? Oh, they appeal, they say 1 around. You know, I don't know how a guy better than 90 feet away can see the pitch better than the umpire right over the plate. What if he just blinked at that time? He wouldn't see it. Swung and a miss. He was fooled with a off-speed pitch. Two men around. Go ahead run at third. The bottom of the 8th. Timmons 3 out of 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit wide, ball 2. Boy, Bautista was shooting for that outside corner again. Two balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch. Crowd quiet in anticipation. Now Manwaring wants to talk to Jose Bautista.
Well, Manwaring went through every sign that he had, both inside and out, and Bautista made no recognition on anything. So Manwaring probably went out and said, "I'm running out of fingers. What do you want to throw? I'll catch it."
No, Manwaring was giving the signal in English, and Bautista wants him to give it in Spanish. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch. Struck him out. So you can't hit him all the time. No run. 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 8, we're tied at 3. 1 out of 3 today. Stole a base.
Beck and Burba loosening up in the bullpen. If the Giants score, it's Beck. If not, it's probably Burba. And Hickerson loosening up for the Cubs.
I'm sorry I missed Rod Beck at the restaurant yesterday. An effective relief pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Darren Lewis. The low ball, two balls and the strike. Mike Walker on the hill.
You know that Hickerson is getting ready for Bonds, should it become necessary.
There's a bouncing ball. Dunston will throw him out. And he does. 2 away. And here's Mike Benjamin. Boy, you'd think that the Giants would be weaker without Matt Williams, their great slugging third baseman. But Benjamin has been red hot. He's 11 out of 13 in the 3 games of the series. The 2 game, there it goes, deep left field. On the run, hits the wall. Timmons up with the ball, finally, and fires it back in.
I'm having a hard time understanding why Benjamin keeps seeing fastballs. That was a fastball again. He's hit every fastball the Cubs have thrown, and it's a first ball fastball, and to the surprise of nobody, he hits it hard, this time off the wall. So now you probably walk Bonds. Take your chances with Glenn Allen Hill.
Probably. Well, he hasn't come out yet, but they are going to walk him. I thought maybe they might bring in the left-hander pitch to him, but this guy is too good a hitter, too great a ball player, and especially in these important situations. And that will bring up Glenn Allen Hill, who had a tremendous 2-run homer last night. Mike Benjamin, the 2 games in this series and the one before, has had 11 out of 13. Joe Cornell. What does the computer say that amounts to? He was hitting .355 coming in. He is now batting .417. Make that, let's see, 8 out of 13, I said. I think it's been better than that. It's 11 out of 13. That's 12 out of 13. He's made only 1 out and 2 outs. Has to be 14 out of 12 12 out of 14. That's an .857 average the last 3 games. Hill. Oh, a hot show. Great play. Throw to second, Hernandez. Again, Glenn Allen Hill, and look at him. He's so disappointed. He should have had an RBI in the 7th. Fine catch by McRae, and he hit a hot shot, and Hernandez fielded and threw for a force out. And now we go in the bottom of the 9th, tied up in 3. Harry Carey back at Wrigley Field. Rickard Vernihai playing right field, a boy from Amsterdam. And Dave Burba is on the hill. He struck out a couple men last night.
Pitched 2/3 of an inning last night. You look at his career against the Cubs. 2-1, 444 overall.
Hernandez takes a strike call. Mike Benjamin has gone 3 straight games, getting 4 hits each game, a total of 12 hits in 3 games. I think that's a National League record, or else it ties. I never heard of a guy doing that.
It ties the record set by Rennie Stennett. 12 hits in 3 games. What a job he's done.
Yeah, but Stennett had 5 in 1 day against the Cubs.
He had 7 in 1 day against the Cubs in a game that I was at, Harry. I was a Cub when they got beat 22-0 by Pittsburgh.
Strike 3 call. And Hernandez is called out on strike. Burba.
DeMuth has been consistent. He's been calling the outside part of the plate all day long, and he's been calling him there, and he continues to call him there.
Well, he's calling him that way all day long. The hitter ought to realize that. Here's Pratt. Burba. He swings and he misses. 1 out, nobody on. Burba's pitch. He struck him out. 2 away, and here comes Kevin Roberson.
Randy Myers still getting loose in the pen. And Kevin Roberson with an opportunity right here to win it with 1 swing.
And Roberson has had 1 home run as a pinch hitter. He did that right-handed. This time he's hitting left-handed. Had a good cut, missed.
That fastball 95 miles an hour. He'll be trying to keep it in on Roberson. But maybe he can get one out over the plate that Roby can handle.
Burba's 6'4", 240 pounds. Curveball in there. 0-2. He came in 2/3 of an inning, struck out 2 last night. 0-2 the count. A little bit outside. He's trying to strike out the side here in the 9th. Wide ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 9th. Brian McRae's next. Fouled it back. Final game of the series tomorrow. 1 o'clock leadoff man, 1:20 game time. Struck him out. He struck out the side. He's faced 5 men in 2 days and fanned them all. That's Dave Burba. At the end of 9, tied at 3.
Every weekday night, tune into the stadium.
Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred wants to play as many games as possible as soon as possible.
If this 2020 Cubs team wants to get back to where they were at 2016, I think David Ross is going to be the right guy to lead them there.
You're either going to get through this or you're going to grow through this. And I think it's a great chance for coaches, business people, everyone to get better at your personal craft.
The Stadium, weeknights at 6:30 on Marquee Sports Network. Presented by UI Health, changing medicine for good.
They say in life that timing is everything. How being in the right place at the wrong time can tragically change your life. Because a truck driver is texting or watching videos instead of paying attention. And when that happens, timing is more critical than ever to preserve the electronic evidence before it gets wiped away. If you're the victim of negligence, call one of the most successful and experienced injury lawyers around. Kenneth Allen Law Group. Call before your time runs out.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Hi, I'm Lolly, a Domino's franchisee.
As you can see, we're open and working hard to safely keep putting food on people's tables.
And we could use your help doing that.
If getting some full or part-time work during these tough times could help you,
Domino's is hiring.
Head to jobs.domino's.com
and apply today. Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables,
we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
Harry Caray, Steve Stone. Randy Myers comes in to pitch now for the Chicago Cubs. And the first man he'll face is scheduled to be Rickert
Finita.
All right. I like it better to say Finita.
You say Finita, I say Finita, and Randy Myers comes in a non-save situation. Most unusual for him. But Jim Riggleman trying to buy an inning or so and trying to win this ball game late.
Strike call. Ball game about 3 hours old.
Myers 0-1, 3.45 ERA, on for the 18th time.
Finita from Amsterdam swings and misses. He can really run, this guy, they'd say. Hitting .556 with 5 out of 9. There's a pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Randy Myers in the tie ball game. A little high, and the count evens up.
Last 3 games, Jim Riggleman has been forced to use a total of 15 pitchers. So Jim is making a lot of moves out of that bullpen of late.
He struck him out. Whether it's Finite or Finutai,
he's finito.
He is Outsville. Royce Clayton. 1 out of 4. 1 out. One ball, 1 strike. Randy Myers. Out of Vancouver, Washington. I imagine Randy could run for mayor, maybe even for governor, maybe even for president in Vancouver, or he is really a popular guy. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Cubs 2-1 in extra innings. The Giants 3-2. So both teams over 500 when they go into extra innings.
3 balls and the strike. He walked him. Clayton gets a base on ball.
Pretty good base runner at first base, and so Randy's going to have to hold him close. Royce Clayton has stolen 6, but he's been thrown out 5. And Robbie Thompson, a pretty good hit and run man.
And this is the kind of ball game Robbie Thompson usually does something that makes you win, makes his team win. 1 strike and nothing. We're in the 10th, tied up at 3. Here's a pitch. Swung, foul back. He's way ahead of him now, 0-2.
Stay tuned for the 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th inning for the GMC Truck game highlights.
Randy Myers trying to even his record at 1 victory, 1 defeat. He already has 14 saves. 0-2 the count. Robbie Thompson, bouncing ball off his leg, foul. 0-2. Randy came racing over, thinking the ball was hit, but it bounced off of Robbie Thompson's leg. What's Mandy Cohen doing up there? I haven't heard from her all day, all afternoon. 0-2 the count. Throw the first runner back. Oh, and 2. And the pitch. Broken bat, ground ball up with it. Hernandez throws to first for the out. But they got the go-ahead run at second now. Thompson busted his bat. A slow roller to Hernandez, who threw him out.
Well, you've got J.R. Phillips in the on-deck circle. And right-handed Kurt Manwaring coming up. Let's see what Jim Riggleman decides. He's kind of wondering if he's going to put him on first or pitch to him.
They apparently going to pitch to him, yes. A little bit outside. Manwaring is 0 for 4. Call out on strikes once, one down, swinging once. Slide out and rolled out. The go-ahead run at second base, and the speedy person of Royce Clayton. He fouls the pitch back. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's Rod Beck.
The Giants score. You can bet it's going to be Rod Beck. Now, Jim Riggleman coming out, and he wants to talk to Randy Myers about Manwaring with first base open and the left-hander in the on-deck circle.
The conversation does not take long. Mark Grace and Todd Pratt, along with Randy Myers and manager Jim Riggleman. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit outside. 2 balls and the strike. Now Sosa playing in shallow and right. He would have a shot at the guy trying to score from the position he's in. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
And now they're going to walk him, I believe.
Yep. That's what they're going to do.
Now we'll see if Dusty Baker allows Phillips to hit. And it appears that he is.
He could use Lampkin, who's a left-handed hitter. Patterson, is he on the DL?
No, he's eligible, a switch hitter, but he's not hitting much. I was thinking about Scarsoni, who's nursing a bit of a stomach strain, and he's hitting .364, but it's going to be Phillips against Myers.
Swung and he missed. Phillips with a number 13 on his back. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Curveball into the dirt. J.R. Phillips. He's batting only .123. 4 homers, 11 RBI. A little bit low and outside. The plate umpire's Dana Demuth. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Game tied. Ooh, he had a good cut at a pitch about letter high. Frisco got 2 unearned runs in the first. Ground ball, Sanchez has it over to first. 2 retire the side. So no runs, 2 left. Going to bottom of the 10th, score tied at 3.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh. I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay him with Zelle.
That works?
Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
I'm Mike Zen, CEO of the University of Illinois Hospital and Clinics. To our doctors, nurses, and entire staff at UI Health, thank you. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, your guidance and courage have been an inspiration. Our deepest gratitude is for your commitment to our patients. Your brave, selfless care exemplifies what makes us great. And Chicago, we are here for you. We will get through this together.
If you love peanut butter most, this cup has your name on it. If you love chocolate most, this cup has your name on it. Not literally. That'd be a logistical nightmare, especially if we used last names. Then we'd have to do both sides. Reese's lovers, yeah, they're back.
Harry Carey back at Wrigley Field. You know, Dave Burba, his fan, 31 men in 27 innings of relief. How about that?
Well, Harry, a couple of things that I haven't heard you say of late. One is the pendulum of percentage swings to the home team late when they get them out. And two, the big possum walks late. So the Cubs are right at the top of the order, and it's time for the big possum to come out.
Well, let's see if it will. And here is Brian McRae. He's nothing out of 4. He hit his first home run of the year last night in a Cub defeat. The Cubs trying to even up this series. Strike call, Burba. Boy, he is tough. He's won 2, he's lost 1. High pop foul. Out of play into the stands. He's in the hole. 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Outside.
Sean Barton loosening up in the bullpen, the lone left-hander for the Giants.
And they're getting him ready for Grace. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out. And McRae goes down swinging.
6 strikeouts in a row for Burba over the last 2 games.
Here is Sanchez, 2 out of 4. First pitch fouled. Burba in 2 innings of pitching has fanned 6 men. Nobody hit the ball to be fielded. They all either were called out or struck out.
I think the strikeout string will end right here with Sanchez. Let's see if he can hit the hole on the left side.
Getting around late, the ball goes the first base side of the stand.
Benjamin,
a lot of people to the left now.
And Benjamin is guarding the line. and Clayton is up the middle. So there is a big gap on the left side. You can see he's trying to take away the double. And the gap between Benjamin and Clayton is inviting for Sanchez if he can pull the 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Struck him out. How about that? 7 in a row he's fanned. 2 straight last night, 5 in a row today. And here's Grace.
Dusty Baker, planted on that bench, is not going to take out Burba because Sosa and Dunson follow Grace if he does get on.
Bouncing ball up the middle, might get through. And nice play by Clayton, but Grace beats it out for a hit.
What an outstanding effort by Royce Clayton. But Mark Grace sniffing base hit all the way, able to just beat it at first. Look at this play. Clayton covers a world of ground, throws it perfectly to first. The great stretch by Phillips, but Mark Grace beats it. And Sammy Sosa with an opportunity.
Well, here's Sammy Sosa. 1 out of 4 batted in the Cubs' run in the first. Timmons hit a 2-run homer in the 4th to tie it up. And neither team has scored since. Sammy Sosa. Swung and a minute. What are the odds of him catching up with that hard slider and hard fastball?
Well, if he gets a fastball down and on the inner half, he's got a chance. If Burba keeps it up around the letters or keeps it well away from Sosa, it's going to be pretty tough. Let's see if Dave will make a mistake here. He hasn't made many.
Swung and a miss.
Up and away, and no chance up there. The fastball just too hard. You cannot catch up with it.
0-2 the count. Grace at first, 2 away. Out of 8 men he's faced since last night. Swung and he fouled it back. Burba has fanned 7 men, 7 out of 8. The 8th got a base hit.
Well, let's see if he decides to go to the slider here. Maybe he can hang one.
Now ready? There's a fly ball foul into the stands in right field. He got around very late. Colorado leading Cincinnati 3-0 in the 3rd. I wonder if Bichette has got a hit yet. Probably only been to bat 1 time. Throw the first runner back. Let's see. Burba's allowed 3 home runs, so somebody hits him.
Here comes the slider.
Swung, and he barely tipped it foul.
Sammy stayed alive on a pretty good pitch. That was a hard slider outside, and he barely got the end of the bat on it. So pretty good at bat so far for Sosa as he battles Burba.
0-2 the count. 2 men are out. 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th. Way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colorado jumped out in front of Cincinnati. 3-0. Kansas City winning its ball game 2-0. at Seattle. Boy, again he fouls it back. He's staying alive. A quality time at bat for Sammy. One ball, 2 strikes. There's Kevin Foster, who started this ball game and pitched well again. Struck him out. 8 men in 2 2/3 innings, fanned by Dave Burba. At the end of 10, tied at 3.
Let Marquee Sports Network deliver fresh baseball news and analysis to you with Cubs 360 Daily. Though baseball may be on pause, we're pulling together the most knowledgeable voices coming to you daily from their home to yours.
I think all baseball fans, all of us, appreciate the fact that they're working very hard to try to make this happen.
Cubs 360 Daily, fresh each weeknight at 6 on Marquee Sports Network. Proudly presented by Miller Lite.
Motorcycle riders love the open road, and Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because we're committed for the long haul, the credit lasts your full policy term. The Geico Give Back, helping riders focus on the road ahead.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Test your Cubs knowledge alongside the experts.
Hey, this is Chris Byers. Hope you join us this week. Play-at-home trivia presented by Miller Lite. 2 former Cub All-Stars, Ryan Dempster and Giovanni Soto.
Tim Lincecum.
That is correct. Excellent. He got 23 of the 32. You might have to shake him off just to keep it close. All right, but you can tie it.
You shake him off. You got the questions, bro. Come on.
Stay safe at home and play safe at home with Chris Myers. Presented by Miller Lite. Wednesday at 7. You're watching a marquee mystery game on Cubs Classics, presented by Prevagen.
Danny, here's Lewis, Darren Lewis. It'll be Lewis, Benjamin, who can establish a new National League record. He's tied at 12 hits in 3 games now.
Chris Hook loosening up in the bullpen. The Cubs will be mighty happy to see Dave Burba go away.
Lewis swings and he misses a good slider. Good guy to keep off of there. He's already stolen a base today. He scored 2 of the 3 runs. Oh, and 2 the count. Outside. Lewis with 10 stolen bases now. Ground ball, that's easy. Grace has it. The toss to the pitcher Myers for the out. 1 away. And here is Mike Benjamin. He's going for a new National League record, maybe a Major League record. He's got 12 hits in 3 games. 4 in each of the games played. 4 out of 4 in Montreal, 4 out of 5 last night. 4 out of 5 today. And he's playing only because Matt Williams, their great hitter and home run hitter, is out of the lineup on the DL. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the 11th. He had a cut and he missed, 1 and 2.
And the 2 strikes have been a slider and a changeup. Pretty good pitches to Benjamin, who's hit just about every fastball thrown to him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 2, 2 and 2. Kansas City leading in Seattle 2-0, bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3 and 2. Benjamin's batted in the run 4 out of 5. 3rd straight day he's had 4 hits. Make a new National League record. Benjamin lines a single to left.
Another fastball, another base hit. And then on the 3-2 count, Randy tried to get the fastball in. And Benjamin definitively has shown he can hit the fastball. And now you got to contend with Barry Bonds.
Benjamin flat out in the 1st inning against Foster.
Ties a major league record done 4 times, most recently by Tim Salmon of the California Angels last year. 13 hits in 3 games.
Boy, they've only gotten him out twice in those 3 games, while he has had 13 hits. So he's 13 out of 15. And here's Barry Bonds skipping the rope to get out of the way.
Anthony Young now loosening up in the pen.
Come on, Randy.
Strike call over the inside corner.
John Patterson, the switch hitter in the on-deck circle.
Benjamin. There's a pitch high. Let's see when his birthday is. Maybe he's celebrating. No, not till November 22nd. He'll be 30 then. He's 29 now. The pitch. Pop up. Was playable. Hernandez is there. Makes the catch. And that's getting rid of a tough cookie. Bonds fouled to Hernandez.
Number 7, John Patterson will bat for Burba. Patterson.
Patterson coming on for Burba, so Cubs won't have to look at Dave Burba, which will be a relief as Patterson comes in hitting 178. Just 2 for 13 as a pinch hitter.
Boy, oh boy, 6 strikeouts in 1 inning for Burba. He had 2 2/3 of an inning last night. In 2 2/3 innings, he has fanned 8 men. Patterson, switch hitting infielder. Throw to first, runner back. Patterson batting only 178. Two out of 13 is a pinch hitter. A little bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Myers stepped off the rubber, now pitches. Good throw out to get him. He is out. Trying to steal second. Benjamin thrown out. Pratt to Dunston. We go in the bottom of the 11th, all tied up. Harry Carey back at Wrigley Field. Vinny Castilla hit a home run for the Rockies with a man on, and they lead the Reds 5-0 at the end of 3.
Chris Hook comes into the game, a 2-0 record, a 5.59 ERA.
Well, that's the pitcher who's got the perfect name. Hook. Right-hander, tall, 6'5", makes his home in Florence, Kentucky, born in San Diego. He's 26 years old. Hook.
Hook has given up 3 home runs, and he's walked 9 in 19 1/3 innings. So let's see if the Cubs can get it done against him.
Here's Dunston to lead it off.
Because I think that's going to be it for Randy Myers as Anthony Young continues to throw.
Come on, Sean.
Pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. We went through the top of the order in the 10th. Now we start off with Dunston. We shortened up as if to bunt.
Hook has had some problems getting the ball over the plate. Dunston would be a good man to lead off with his speed on the base paths.
There's a strike call. Look how empty the bleachers are now. They were jam-packed a few moments ago. That'll give you an idea how many people work at night. You probably had to get home and go to work. 2 balls and a strike. He tried to bunt his way on. 2-2. Two of the Giant runs were unearned in the first. One run scored on an error. The error kept the inning alive, and the next man, Clayton, drove in the next second run. Swung and he struck him out. Boy, our guy must be tired. In the last 3 innings, we had 2, 3, 3, and 1. In 3 1/3 innings, 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. How about that? 9 men struck out from the 8th inning on. And in the 7th, we had a strikeout. Pitch outside. One out, nobody on. Here's Timmons. If it wasn't for the air, the Cubs would already be home on their way home with a victory. On the other hand, if it hadn't been for Timmons hitting a 2-run homer, the Giants would be already in the shower with a victory. He swings, fouls a slow roller off. Chris Hook, big, tall, 6'5", right-handed. Swung, and he struck him out. We could use that bat. That is 10 strikeouts in the last 3 2/3 innings. How about that? I wonder if there's a record for most strikeouts by relief pitchers. Two out. Here is Hernandez, who fanned his last time. In the last 4 1/3 innings, 11 Cubs have struck out. Struck out this side. Chris Hook showed how easy it is. He came in. He also has fanned 3 in a row. So at the end of 11, tied up at 3. Anthony Young, boy, oh boy, 3 1/3 innings. The last 3 1/3 innings. The Giants have fanned 11 Cubs. Here's a bouncing ball right to Grace. And easy out. Anderson.
That was Lampkin.
Lampkin, rather.
He was pinch hitting for Hook, so Hook will leave the ball game.
That's good. Don't tell me they're going to bring in Beck. No, he's not warming up. They haven't even thrown their best yet. 1-0, nobody on.
Steve Mintz loosening up. A 6.08 ERA, so
he's got a brother in the big leagues too, doesn't he?
Well, there's a violinist named Shlomo Mintz.
I don't know him. 3 balls, no strikes. Anthony Young. There's a ground ball. Good play. Throw to the first. Hernandez takes a base hit away from Rickard thru. Boy, a great play.
Fine play right there by Hernandez. Pineda hits it hard, but Hernandez right there.
2 men away. Here's Rice Clayton. Fouls one off his leg. 2 out, nobody on. Ballpark quiet. He's been reading that program the last 3 1/3 innings.
Could read War and Peace.
Here's a pitch, a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Clayton takes a curveball inside. Clayton batted and run the second. 1 out of 4. Ground ball to Dunston. Fires the first. 1, 2, 3. We go into the bottom of the 12th, tied at 3.
I know for every pizza I deliver, that's a trip that family doesn't have to take out of their house. It relieves some stress off of me to let me know that I'm doing something good for the community, not just Papa John's.
When you're home, there's nothing like enjoying a classic with a classic. Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
Tell us we can't, and we'll prove you wrong. Knock us down, and we'll get right back up. Call us risk takers, misfits, bad boys. But we know what we want, and it feels like American muscle, looks like advanced engineering, and smells like fresh, cut grass. Bad boy, mow with an attitude.
We got one of those new purple mattresses, and it is amazing. You have to try it.
Oh, this doesn't feel like memory foam.
No.
This feels amazing.
Right?
What is it?
Actually, it's called Purple, and it's a completely unique comfort technology, meticulously designed to cradle and support the human body.
Cool.
Spring into big savings with Purple's spring sale. Visit purple.com/TV today.
Harry Carey with Steve Stone as we go in the bottom of the 12th. All tied at 3. Who's going to score?
Well, Steve Mintz suffered his first major league loss Sunday when the Expos scored twice on 2 triples, an intentional walk with 2 outs in the top of the 13th. So he has given it up late, and we'll see if the Cubs can get to him here. Mintz on for the 11th time. 13 in the 3rd inning, 16 hits. He's fanned 6, but he's walked 7, so his control has been less than spotless. There you see the high ERA, and let's see if the Cubs can get something going with Todd Pratt.
Todd Pratt has had nothing out of 4, has fanned 3 of the 4 times at bat. Leads off the 12th. Steve Mintz. There's a curveball outside. Mintz, 190-pounder, 5'11". Pitched at Phoenix, primarily Shreveport last year, 110, lost 2. Stockily built right-hander. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a strike call. Bottom of the 12th. Fouled it back, out of play. Three tie. Mintz, 26 years old. out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Ball 3-2. Big pitch. Hey, ball 4. The winning run is on. And here comes Hojo, batting for the first time.
Well, Jim Riggleman a little short on moves right now, so at least for the moment he's not pinch running for Pratt. And let's see if he decides to bunt with Hojo or let him swing away.
Runner at first. Nobody out. The Cubs have fanned 11 men in 3 1/3 innings before Pratt gets a base on ball. Boy, how about those Rockies? 5-0 in the 4th. Fastball hit the outside corner at the knee. Hojo thought it was low and away.
Well, this was plenty low and away.
Well, remember now, the plate's in the shadow of the stands. 1 strike to nothing. A lot of shadows across the field right now. High pop fly gonna be caught. Barry Bond. And Johnson pops out. And with 1 away, here is Brian McRae, and he's due. He's nothing out of 5 so far. Hasn't had the ball out of the infield. Struck out his last time up against Burba. Fastball outside. And now he's looking down at Tony Muser. Sanchez will be next. Todd Pratt, the runner at first. Curve, strike call. They have used Wilson, Batista, Burba, Hook, and now Mintz. 1-1 pitch. Outside. The outfield straight away and relatively deep. Two balls and the strike, throw to first. Throw to first, runner back.
I wonder if
McRae had 1 out of 4 last night, a home run. Two balls and the strike. Ooh, a little inside, ball 3. Well, maybe we can walk to victory. We haven't been able to hit to it.
Not a bad idea. Any way you get it done.
3 balls and the strike. Fouled it back. Full count. 3-2. Runner at first, Pratt. Being a catcher, probably not too fast. There's a drive. Way back, way back, way back. Against the wall. Here comes the winning run.
I think it's stuck in the ivy area.
It got stuck in the ivy. Ground rule double. Holy cow.
And that is a terrible break for the Cubs, who probably would have won the game with Pratt going. The ball stuck in the ivy. It disappeared, and that's a ground rule double.
They can't find the ball now. And the umpire goes out to see if it is stuck in the ivy. 2 bases. Oh, what a tough break. Brian McRae, from all, let's see, the runner, everybody understands the play. I think Riggleman is trying to say that in the judgment of the umpire, it's obvious a run could have scored all the way from first base.
Once the ball gets stuck in the ivy, the ground rules in this ballpark say that it is 2 bases. And so a bad break for the Cubs.
I saw an American League game the other night where the umpire gave the man on base the extra base which enabled him to score, ruling that he would have scored anyway.
There's no ivy in the American League.
Yeah.
So now we'll see what they do with Ray Sanchez. The outfield is in, the infield is in. And you have a very slow runner at third base.
And look at that outfield, way in. Runners at second and third. A ball game approaching 4 hours in length. There's a rally cap sound in the Cub dugout. Sanchez has had 2 out of 5 and had 2 out of 4 yesterday.
Well, they want to talk about the possibility of the suicide squeeze.
The infield in. The winning run at third, only 1 out. Pratt, a lead off third base. Swung and he missed. Boy, oh boy, the way that infield's playing, it doesn't take much.
Well, you wouldn't mind seeing a bunt up the right side. For whatever reason, Phillips is back in back of the bag. Most unusual setup with the game on the line.
The crowd alive. Listen to him. The ball gets away. Here's Pratt trying to score, and he is,
And Harry, that's what happens when you just don't have much speed and you can't make a move when your hands are tied late in the game. It looked like the game was over. Pratt hesitated at third. By the time he did get going, Manwaring was able to make the play to Mintz. And watch it here. Here comes Pratt with no speed. And no way to get to the plate. He tags him out. Looked like the foot might have gotten in there, but he's called out.
It looked like he slowed up when he got to home plate, trying to decide whether to slide or not. He might have still made it. If he'd have fallen down, he'd have made it. So that's a big out. Dick Pohl, the pitching coach, out there talking with Steve Mintz and Kirk Manwaring.
Could you believe that would happen? And a ball that went to the bricks.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swung and he foul tips it. Now, watch McRae. He may try to. Hardly, though. The Mintz is looking right at him.
Maybe Mintz can throw another one away.
Ooh, almost did. Good save by Manwaring.
And that one, Manwaring was able to get in front of him. Mintz bidding for his first wild pitch of the year.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez. Popped it up on the infield, and this inning is over. Sanchez fouled to Manwaring. No runs, 1 left, 1 hit. At the end of 12, it's tied at 3.
Your brain is an amazing thing, but as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
And Doug.
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual! We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Yes, the first word to any adventure. But when allergies and congestion strike, take Allegra D, a non-drowsy antihistamine plus a powerful decongestant. So you can always say yes to putting your true colors on display. Say yes to Allegra D.
Hi, I'm Lolly, a Domino's franchisee.
As you can see, we're open and working hard to safely keep putting food on people's tables.
And we could use your help doing that.
If getting some full or part-time work during these tough times could help you,
Domino's is hiring.
Head to jobs.domino's.com
And apply today. Because we're not only committed to putting food on people's tables,
we're committed to helping you put food on your table.
I'm Kyle Hendricks.
I'm Anthony Rizzo.
I'm Craig Kimbrell.
You're watching Marquee Sports Network.
You're watching a marquee mystery game on Cubs Classics, presented by Prevagen.
And we're going into the 13th inning, all tied up. The Cubs had another chance to win the game, but on what would have been a wild pitch, Tom Pratt, slow-running catcher, was thrown out of the plate.
One thing I can think of, Harry, is that Rick Wilkins' neck is bothering him so badly that he really can't be used. And so Jim Riggleman forced to go with Pratt, who actually took a step back to the bag before coming home, and it really cost him.
Here's Robbie Thompson now against Anthony Young. Anthony retired to side an order in the 12th. Fair ball down to third base line. Robbie Thompson on his way to second with a double.
This one rifled down the line past Hernandez, who has had quite a day at third base, but couldn't come up with that one. And now we'll see if Dusty Baker might want to bunt with Manwaring, and Fergie Jenkins taking the long, slow walk to the mound. Got Cassian loosening up in the bullpen.
Runner at second, nobody out. You know, that play at the plate, Pratt had no lead at all, and he had a very belated start from the plate. I guess he couldn't see the ball got away.
It seemed to me, Harry, like he took a very short step back to the bag before starting to come in, and really cost them the extra step, and that was enough. And so the Cubs now in a big jam, and Cassian continues to throw, and they're in at the corners. Grayson Hernandez looking for the bunt.
Well, we've used the pitching staff today. Foster, Perez, Walker, Myers, Young, Cassian.
And Turk Wendell also out there throwing.
He's going to bunt. Bunts it in the air for an easy out.
Well, this is one of those you take it, I don't want it type of games. As Manwaring drops the head of the bat, when you do that, the ball is popped right up. So there's a big break for the Cubs as Thompson stays right there at second.
Here's J.R. Phillips. Bounced out his first time. Swung and he missed. He sports the number 13 on his Giant uniform, defying all superstition. Swung and a miss. Anthony Young. It'll be Gray, Sosa, and Dunston in the bottom of the 13th. Swung and he fouled it back. He was fooled with that pitch.
And Rod Beck with Thompson at second starting to throw in the bullpen.
One out, one on. A little bit outside. One ball, two strikes. Struck him out. 2 away.
Good breaking ball by Anthony Young. And the off-speed pitch just mystifies Phillips, who goes down once again.
Bobby Bonds, father Barry, coaching in first base. Wendell Kim at third base. 2 out. And here is Darren Lewis. He walked to start the game and scored the first run on an error by Dunston with 2 out. And then Clayton, coming up next after the error, drove in the second run. 2 balls, no strikes.
I don't think you want to give Benjamin a chance to
No.
set the all-time record. Let's see if they can make it happen right here with Lewis.
Strike call over the inside corner. 2 balls and the strike. Thompson, the runner at second. 2 away. Ball 3 is low. Darren Lewis got to be careful here. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Ball 4. He walked him, and here is Benjamin. Was tied a major league record.
You don't think he could get his 14th hit, do you, in 3 days? That's a
I'll tell
career
you.
for some guys.
I should say so. He has now had 16 hits in 36 times at bat. Ground ball foul. Nothing timid about him. He goes up there and swings. I hope they don't throw him a fastball. He's proven to me he can hit it. 2 out, 2 on. Line drive, left field, base hit, a run scored. And there's a new major league record. 14 hits in 3 contests.
Well, he's shown that he can hit a hanging breaking ball as well as a fastball. That curveball just came up there spinning, and Benjamin, with 6 hits in a row, just took it into left field in front of Howard Johnson. No chance at all to get Thompson. And here comes Jim Riggleman as the Giants take the lead.
So Riggleman walking out slowly. They're going to change pitches. We'll tell you more about it. Mike Benjamin has 14 hits in his last 16 times at bat. He had 4 out of 4 in Montreal Sunday, 4 out of 5. They'll make that Monday. 4 out of 5 here Tuesday, and 6 out of 7 today, Wednesday. 14 out of 16.
Attention meeting, that game in which Lou had the 6 hits also occurred at Wrigley Field.
Last time any Giant had 6 hits was back in 1964. Jesus Alou getting 6 hits against the Cubs in this ballpark, so it ties the Giant record today.
The Giants, for 12 innings, had the game tied with 2 unearned runs. Now they're ahead with an earned run.
Hickerson against Bonds with Scarsoni in the on-deck circle.
Barry Bonds. He's 1 out of 5 for the day. Hickerson. Fouled it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The base on balls to Lewis looms important. Because that brought up Benjamin, who got another hit, his 6th in a row today. Strike 3 to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go in the bottom of the 13th. The Cubs down trailing 4-3. Harry Carey and Steve Stone. We go into the bottom of the 13th, and now the Giants are leading 4-3, and you know who's coming in the pitch.
Rod Beck.
You got it right.
4-2, 3.04 ERA, on for the 23rd time. That ties him for the staff lead with Dave Burba. Beck looking for save number 10. Giving up just 1 home run in 23 2/3 innings. He has walked 8, fanned 15.
Here's Mark Grace to lead it off.
And these are the hitters you want to have. So in a game that has been topsy-turvy, maybe the Cubs can break through and get a couple.
There goes a high fly ball, short right field, will be caught. Infinito makes the catch. 1 away. That'll bring up Sosa. Ron Beck going for his 10th save of the year. Boy, an unbelievable victory was already in the column when the winning run was tagged out at home plate on a wild pitch that rolled back to the stands. 1 strike and nothing. 1 out. Well, nobody said it would be easy. 1 out, nobody on.
This will be a particularly tough one if the Cubs don't come back.
1 ball, 1 strike. Colorado leads the Reds 6-1. There's a high fly ball. Barry Bonds coming in. He's there. 2 out. Boy, oh boy. A chance to gain 2 games on Cincinnati within 24 hours and could not take advantage of it. Here's Dunston.
Steve Buechele in the on-deck circle if Sean can keep it alive.
Final game of the series tomorrow. 1:20 game time. Dunston singled and tripled. Fouls it back. Ron Beck. 240-pounder, 6-run. 26 years old. And the game is over, and the Giants in 13 innings beat the Cubs 4-3.
Thanks for reliving this special game at Wrigley Field on Marquee Sports Network.
Hello and welcome to the stadium, proudly presented by UI Health, changing medicine for good. I'm Michael Kim. Thanks so much for watching. Coming up on today's show, the voice of the Cubs, Len Casper, will join us to tell us about his new venture and a new way for all you Cubs fans to get more news and information regarding your favorite players. But first, baseball is back. Underway in South Korea, the KBO opens the 2020 season with social distancing guidelines in play, including a first pitch unlike anything we've ever seen. Hey, at least it made it to the plate. Now, no fans were in attendance to witness the first home run of the season, hit by former Baltimore Orioles outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim for the LG Twins against the defending champion Doosan Bears. Twins win 8-2. Let's talk more about what we saw last night from Korea with our Stadium MLB insider, Steve Phillips. And Steve, what promising signs did you see from the coverage and what we saw in South Korea that leads you to believe that maybe we're going to see baseball soon here in the U.S.?
Yeah, I think absolutely it provides hope, right? That it actually can happen, that what everybody's talking about here, Players Association, Major League Baseball, all of the medical directors, that we can get back to it at some point and go out and play some baseball. Now, it's different without fans in the stands. Certainly the energy not quite the same, but to be able to start to play. Players in Korea have really followed the rules, both in spring training, the social distancing, the wearing of masks. All of the non-player personnel, including managers and coaches, did wear masks, the trainers and such. Players didn't have to, but there's no spitting, no high fives, and they're really following the rules there. I had a chance to talk to the starting pitcher from the game last night that was televised, Drew Rucinski, and he said, we're really following the rules. We take it seriously because we all want to play, and our best way to do it is to do exactly what they're telling us to do.
And we'll see how soon we can get baseball here in the U.S. Our good friend Trevor Plouffe created quite the buzz yesterday on Twitter with a tweet that stated that Spring Training 2 would open June 10th and that opening day would take place on July 1st with all teams playing in their home ballparks. What's your reaction to this?
Well, I think that, we've seen a lot of plans come out. I think that that is the hopeful plan, the ideal situation, the best that we could hope for, right? Every team plays in their home stadium, no fans to start with, but at least we're spread around. I think it's just premature right now to know that that's the case because we don't know that New York stadiums, the Mets and Yankees, that the California stadiums for all the teams there are going to be open to teams coming back. We don't know what the medical directors are going to say is available, where teams are going to be able to go play. So I think the dates make sense, that July 1st, July 2nd, July 4th, we've heard all of those there. Backing off of that, allowing 3 weeks or so for spring training makes sense on the June 10th, but we just don't know. It's premature, and a lot can happen between where we are now on May 5th and ultimately getting ready to play sometime in late June or early July.
So when the games do return, and we saw that with the video there in Korea, there isn't likely to be fans in the stands. How do you see that impacting the players and the game as a whole?
Yeah, well, I think absolutely. I think, players tend to feed off the emotions of fans. And a lot of guys, we talked to a lot of guys, they'll say, I like pitching on the road because I like quieting the fans. That energy feeds me to go out there and try to compete. I think there are a couple other things that sort of come out in this too. For smaller market teams or rebuilding franchises, teams that are giving young kids opportunities, they're losing playing time. They're losing opportunities for players to gain experience because if you're going to lose, you want to lose with a purpose. And the clock matters because the clock is ticking on service time. We may play 81 games this year, half a season. Maybe that's all we get. And if that's the case, it's too bad. But players are going to get a full year of service, which means they're closer to free agency. So certainly that's a detriment to rebuilding franchises that want to give young kids an opportunity to grow and learn and then compete later. The other thing, though, that can benefit young players is going into these sort of prestigious stadiums, Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park, Wrigley Field, where maybe it's tough and somewhat overwhelming. No fans there, it's just going to be another stadium. And I think the intimidation factor will be gone. And I think that mystique that certain ballparks hold won't be there for many of the young kids as they get that opportunity at the major league level.
I'm glad you brought up Wrigley Field, Steve, because your guy, David Wright, one of your former first-round picks when you were the Mets GM, had an interesting comment about the friendly confines. He's quoted as saying, "My favorite city probably in the summertime would be Chicago, but I hate," and this is probably against all sorts of baseball religion, "but I hate Wrigley Field." He is catching some heat for that comment here in Chicago. So what's wrong with your guy, Steve?
Well, I think you have to look. But what I know about ball players, it all comes down to how did I play on that field, right? And so for him, one of the things he talked about is the playing surface. A lot of bad hops. He's made some errors there. The other thing I checked out is his production. His offensive numbers way down at Wrigley Field. A 761 OPS for a guy who had about an 860 OPS in his career, about 100 points less. And so he wasn't the same player there. We're all selfish as ball players, man. We look at it and think, I like the stadiums that I played well in. I like the stadiums that my teams won in when I was general manager. So it's not personal. It's not about you. It's about me is really what David Wright is trying to say. And it's just about the numbers he put up in the ballpark there.
And look, he did have a point in the old days. That visitors clubhouse was just tiny, and especially in September when you had call-ups, right? I mean, you